Once again, good morning. Today is December 7, 2023, and we are here to conduct private conference to discuss pertinent details for the procurement of 15 infrastructure projects funded under FY 2023 and 2024. First project is Network Development Program, Road Widening, Tertiary Roads, Dumabatu-Balige Road, K0373 plus 836 to K0374 plus 933, Maddela, Quirino. Contract ID 24BK0027. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 62,725,000 pesos. Contract duration, 254 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000 pesos. Pickup license category B, size range medium A. Second project is Convergence and Special Support Program, construction improvement of access roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones. Palasian Victoria Road connecting loom weaving and feeds processing, Junction Victoria Casibo Road, National Tertiary Road, Dumabatu-Balige Road, National Tertiary Road, and Cordon Aurora National Secondary Road in support of agribusiness, food and resource-based processing, Aglipay, Quirino. Contract ID 24BK0028, scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 14,700,000 pesos. Contract duration, 141 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities. Construction of San Benigno Road, Barangay San Benigno, Aglipay, Quirino. Contract ID 24BK0029. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 4,950,000 pesos. Contract duration, 91 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Del Pilar, Cabarroguis, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0135, scope of works, construction of concrete road, approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 87 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Dingasan, Cabarroguis, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0136. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 60 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Divisoria Norte, Maddela, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0137. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Don Mariano Perez, Difun, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0138. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Isidro Paredes, Difun, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0139. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category, CND, size range, small B. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Ligaya, Aglipay, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0140. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration, 59 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category C&D size range small b. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Lutwad, Difun, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0141. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category CND size range small b. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Manglad, Maddela, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0142. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category CND size range small b. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Rangayan, Aglipay, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0143. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration 61 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category CND size range small b. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Ricarte Sur, Difun, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0144. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category CND size range small b. Next project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, San Dionisio 1, Maddela, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0145. Scope of work, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration 82 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category CND size range small b. Last project is concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Villamor, Cabarroguis, Quirino. Contract ID 23BK0146. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract 4,900,000 pesos. Contract duration 114 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 5,000 pesos. Pickup license category CND size range small b. This private conference is to discuss, clarify, and explain, among other things, the eligibility requirements and the technical and financial component of the contract to be bid, including questions and clarifications raised by the prospective bidders before and during the private conference. It is conducted not earlier than 7 calendar days from the posting of invitation to bid and at least 12 calendar days before the deadline of submission of bids. A supplemental or bid bulletin is issued to answer questions or requests for clarifications or interpretation, and upon box initiative to clarify or modify any provisions of the bidding documents. It is posted in the PhilJEPS and DPWH websites and at our bulletin board at least 7 calendar days before the deadline of bid submission. It is the duty of the prospective bidders to always check the websites for any issued bulletins. In the receipt and opening of bids, bids submitted should be on the date, time, and either at its physical address or through online submission specified in the advertisement through a single stage two envelope system. Bid should be valid for a period not exceeding 120 calendar days from the date of the opening of bids. The first envelope must contain the eligibility requirements and the technical component, and the second envelope must contain the financial component. In the sealing and marking of bids, enclose the original eligibility and technical documents in one sealed envelope marked original technical component, and the other original financial component in another sealed envelope marked original financial component. Same will be done with the copies, copy number 1 and copy number 2. Seal both in an outer envelope marked original bid. The original technical and financial envelopes and the copy envelope shall be contained in one main envelope. The original and copies shall be typed or written in ink and shall be signed by the bidder or its duly authorized representative. All envelopes shall have the required information, the name of the contract to be bid, name and address of the bidder, recipient or the procuring entity, And a warning, do not open before the specified time and date. Same will be done with electronically submitted bids. Bids must be encrypted and password protected. The electronic submission and receipt of bids is governed by GPPB Resolution Number 9, Series of 2020. It uses a two-factor security procedure consisting of an archive format compression and password protection to ensure the security, integrity, and confidentiality of the bids submitted. It allows to password-protected bidding documents on opening date and time. The password for accessing the file will be disclosed by the bidder only during the actual opening, which may be done in person or face-to-face through video conferencing, webcasting, or similar technology. It is capable of generating an audit trail of transactions to ensure the security, integrity, and authenticity of bid submissions. In the sealing and marking of bids, unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes will be rejected, while improperly sealed and marked bid envelopes will be accepted. Same will be done for electronically submitted bids, not compressed and password protected will be rejected, while improperly compressed and password protected will be accepted, provided that the bidder or its duly authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of the bid as submitted. The bank shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the contents of the improperly sealed or marked bid or for its premature opening. Bids submitted after the deadline shall not be accepted. For bids submitted electronically, the bank secretariat shall generate a bid receipt page for the official time of submission, which can be saved or printed by the bidder upon receipt of the first and the second envelope. All bids may be modified before the deadline of submission of bids. A letter of withdrawal must be received prior to the deadline for submission and receipt of bids. A withdrawing bidder is not allowed to submit another bid. For bids withdrawn within the interval between the deadline and the expiration of bid validity, the bid security shall be forfeited. In case the submitted bids cannot be opened as scheduled due to justifiable reasons, the bank shall take custody of the said bids and reschedule the opening on the next working day or at the soonest possible time through the issuance of a notice of postponement to be posted in the PhilJEP's website and at the DPWH website. In the opening and preliminary examination of bids, the bank shall open the bids in public immediately after the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. In the opening of the first envelope, checking the presence or absence of the submitted documents against a checklist of required documents using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion. In the opening of the second envelopes, only second envelopes of bidders whose first envelope was rated pass will be opened. Bids with missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient and or bid price exceeding the ABC shall be rated failed. The same will be applied for an electronic copy that cannot be opened or is corrupted shall be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. Only bidders whose both first and second envelopes were rated pass will be ranked. In the opening and evaluation of the first envelope, it must contain the eligibility requirements such as the legal, financial, and technical, its bid security, the technical specifications, and the omnibus turn-off statement. For the Class A documents under legal, must be the PhilJEP Certificate of Registration Certificate from SEC, DTI, or CDA, mayor or business permit, and the tax clearance. For the technical, the statement of all ongoing contracts and the statement of single largest completed contract. And for the financial, the net financial contracting capacity, or its committed line of credit, and the audited financial statement is stamp received by the BIR. Under the Class B document is a valid pickup license or special pickup license for JV, and a registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid should be valid at the time of the deadline for the submission and the opening of bids. For the PhilJEP Certificate of Registration and Membership, all bidders shall upload and maintain in PhilJEP's current and updated file of the following Class A eligibility documents under Section 23.1A and 24.1A, such as the registration certificate, the mayor or the business permit, the tax clearance, pickup license and registration, and the audited financial statement.
For the business or the mayor's permit, a recently expired business or mayor's permit shall be accepted together with the official receipt as proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned LGU. However, the renewed permit shall be submitted as a post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 34.2 of the 2016 IRR of RA 9184. For the tax clearance, submission of BIR receipt for renewal of tax clearance will not suffice in lieu of a valid tax clearance requirement since substitution is not allowed under Section 34.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. Submission of provisionary tax clearance issued by the BRR for bidding purposes is not acceptable form of tax clearance per GPPB Resolution Number 1, Series of 2014. For the single largest calculated contract, the SLCC completed shall be similar to the contract to be bid or has the same major categories of work. The SLCC value should be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid upon adjustment to current prices using the PSA consumer price indices. Contractors under small A and small B categories without similar experience on the contract may participate if the cost of the contract to bid is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration. For the statement of all ongoing contracts, statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. For the pickup license, temporary pickup license shall not be accepted as an eligibility or documentary requirement in lieu of a valid pickup license. For the audited financial statement showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities is then perceived by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. For the net financial contracting capacity, then FCC value should be at least equal to the ABC to be bid. It is computed as the current assets minus the current liabilities multiplied by the factor K minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. The constant factor K is set at 15 regardless of contract duration. For the eligibility requirements under Class B is the requirement for the joint ventures. A valid pickup license or special pickup license for JV and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid should be valid at the time of the deadline for the submission and receipt of bid. All co-venturers shall submit their legal documents, while any of the co-venturers shall submit technical and financial documents. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit the PhilJEP certificate of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 IRR of RA 9184. For the bid security, bidders must submit bid security to guarantee that the successful bidder shall within 10 calendar days from the receipt of the notice of award enter into contract with the procuring entity and furnish the performance security required. Only one form of bid security among the allowed forms is required to be submitted by the participating bidders. May it be cash or cashier's check, bank guarantee, draft or irrevocable letter of credit, or a surety bond callable upon demand, accompanied by certification from the Insurance Commission, or the bid securing declaration. For the project requirements, it must contain the following: the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, the list of contractors' personnel, such as the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and the foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data, and the list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreement, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. For the revised Omnibus Zorn Statement Form, Statement Number 3 was revised and the addition of Statement Number 10, which states that in case advance payment was made or given, Failure to perform or deliver any of the obligations and undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient ground to constitute criminal liability for swindling or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 of Act Number 3815, Series of 1930 as amended, or the revised Penal Code. For the contents of the second envelope, first is the financial bid form, including bid prices and bill of quantities, as well as applicable price schedules and other documents required in the bidding documents. In the detailed evaluation of bids, its purpose is to determine the lowest calculated bid by establishing correct calculated prices of bids and ranking calculated total bid prices from lowest to highest. An undiscretionary criterion shall be used, which shall include consideration of completeness of bids and minor arithmetical corrections. Results shall be contained in the abstract of bids as calculated. Placing no price is considered as non-responsive, while specifying a zero or dash means it is offered for free. And in case of discrepancies, bid price in figures versus bid price in words shall prevail. The total price per item versus unit price for the item multiplied by its quantity, the latter shall prevail. The stated total price versus the actual sum of prices of component items, the latter shall prevail. Unit cost and the detailed estimate versus unit cost and the bill of quantities, the latter shall prevail. No contact rule, which means prohibition on communication with bidders from bid evaluation until award of the contract. In the conduct of post-qualification, its purpose is to determine whether the lowest calculated bid complies with and is responsive to all requirements and conditions as specified in the bidding documents to be declared the lowest calculated and responsive bid. A non-discretionary pass or fail criterion shall be used to verify, validate, and ascertain all statements and documents submitted by the lowest calculated bid. For the award of the contract shall be awarded to the bidder with the lowest calculated responsive bid at its submitted price or total calculated bid price, whichever is lower. The bank shall notify all other bidders of its recommendation to hope of award of contract to LCRB within 3 calendar days from the issuance of the resolution recommending award. The Hope shall have at most 15 calendar days to decide whether or not to approve or disapprove said recommendation.
Interested bidders may obtain further information from the Procurement Unit, DPWH Quirino District Engineering Office, and inspect the bidding documents during weekdays till December 21, 2023. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders from our office upon payment of an applicable fee. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the PhilJEPS and DPWH websites. For the deadline of submission of bids for projects 24BK0027 to 29 on December 19, 2023, not later than 10 a.m. For projects 23BK0135 to 140 on December 20, 2023, not later than 10 a.m. And for projects 23BK0141 to 146 on December 21, 2023, not later than 10 a.m. Number of bid proposals to be submitted, 1 original and 2 duplicate copies. For the place of submission of bids for manual submission at Procurement Unit, DPWH Quirino District Engineering Office, Cabarroguis, Quirino, and for electronic submission at electronicbids_Quirino at dpwh.gov.ph. For further information, please refer to Engineer Brenda B. Carbonell, Officer in Charge, Procurement Unit, with email address at carbonell.brenda@dpwh.gov.ph. Thank you. Once again, good morning. Today is
Our next project, 23BK0137, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Divisoria, Norte, Maddela, Quirino, with a length of 506 meters. Photos taken at the site, beginning of the project and end of the project. For the quantities and items involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.93 months. Part B, project billboard, signboard for each occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmet, safety shoes, safety vest, working gloves, face mask, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. Part C, surplus common excavation, 164 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway structures. Excavation, common soil, 96 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 3,771.28 square meter. Part D, aggregate sa base course, 698 cubic meter. And Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 2,507 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. And Part G, pipe culverts, 610 diameter, class 4 RCPC, 6 linear meter, and stone masonry of 114 cubic meter. Ito lang po ang mga items involved natin
Any
sa
question?
Divisoria Norte.
Okay, let's proceed.
For our next project, 23BK0138, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Don Mariano Perez, Difun, Quirino, with a length of 749.7 meter. Photos taken at the site, beginning of section 1 and end of section 1. Tapos beginning of section 2 and end of section 2. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.93 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. For traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For traffic management, materials to be used are retro-reflectives, especially the signages. For Part C, surplus common excavation, 2,179 cubic meter. Surplus rock excavation, hard, 18 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 62.09 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 45 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 2,548.6 square meter. Part D, aggregate sa base course, 544 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 1,665 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part G, pipe culverts, 910 diameter, class 4 RCPC, 24 linear meter, and stone masonry of 45 cubic meters. Yun lang pa mga items involved sa Don Mariano Perez.
Any question? Okay, let's proceed.
Our next project, 23BK0139, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Isidro Paredes, Difun, Quirino, with a length of 513 meters. Photos taken at the site, beginning of the project, and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, provision for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.93 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum, mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. And part C, surplus common excavation, 165 cubic meter, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 25 cubic meter, subgrade preparation, common material, 3,750.03 cubic meter. Part D, aggregate subbase course, 693 cubic meter. And Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 2,510 square meter. Type of cement to be used, Portland cement type 1P. Part G, zone masonry of 35 cubic meters.
Any question? Okay, let's continue.
Our next project is 23BK0140, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm Market Road, Ligaya, Aglipay, Quirino, with a length of 367.3 meters. Photos taken at the site, the beginning of the project, and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.97 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For traffic management, materials to be used are retro-reflective. For Part C, surplus common excavation, 648 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 47.11 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway structure excavation, common soil, 109 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 2,664.5 square meter. And Part D, aggregate subbase course, 383 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 1,822.5 square meter. For the type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part G, pipe culverts 910 diameter, class 4 RZPC, 16 linear meter, and a stone masonry of 220 cubic meters.
Any question? Okay, let's proceed.
For our next project, 23BK0141, also SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Lutwa, Difun, Quirino, with a length of 581 meters. Photos taken at the site, the start of the project, and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.93 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each occupational safety and health program, lump sum. For the materials, safety helmet, safety shoes, safety vest, working gloves, face mask, rubber boots, eye goggles, raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For Part C, surplus common excavation, 156 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 40.04 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 75 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 3,267.57 square meter. Part D, aggregate subbase core 645 cubic meter. And Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.23 meter thick at 14 days, 2,235 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. For Part G, pipe culverts 910 diameter, class 4 CPC, 22 linear meter, and line canal stone masonry of 88 cubic meter and stone masonry of 30 cubic meters. Yun lang po ang mga items involved
Any
natin
question?
sa lutwad.
Any question? Okay, let's proceed to the other project.
Our next project, 23BK0142, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Manglad, Maddela, Quirino, with a length of 580 meters. Photos taken at the site, beginning of the project and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.93 months. Part B, project billboard, signboard for each. Occupational safety and health programs, lump sum. Materials are safety helmet, safety shoes, safety vest, working glove, face mask, rubber boots, eye goggles, and rain coats. For traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. Part C, surplus common excavation, 251 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 15.49 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 87 cubic meter. And subgrade preparation, common material, 4,301.06 square meter. For Part D, aggregate subbase course, 809 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 2,855 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part G, pipe culverts 910 diameter, class 4 RZBZ, 8 linear meter, and stone masonry of 40 cubic meters. Yun lang pa mga items involved natin sa Manglad.
Okay, any question? Okay, let's proceed.
Our next project, 23BK0143, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm Market Road, Rangayan, Aglipay, Quirino, with a length of 393.5 meters. Photos taken at the site, the beginning of the project and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 2.03 months. Part B, project billboard, signboard for each. Occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and rain coats. For traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. Part C, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 117 cubic meter. Embankment from barrow, common soil, 72 cubic meter. And subgrade preparation, common material, 2,856.02 square meter. Part D, aggregate subbase course, 403 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 1,953.5 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part G, pipe culvert, 610 diameter, class 4 ZPC, 2 linear meter, and stone masonry of 242 cubic meters. Yun lang pong items involved natin sa Rangayan.
Any question? Okay, let's proceed.
For our next project, 23BK0144, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Ricarte, Difun, Quirino, with a length of 430 meters. Photos taken at the site, beginning of the project, and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 1.93 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each. Occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. For traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For traffic management, use retro-reflective for the signages. Part C, surplus common excavation, 673 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 50.70 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 28 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 3,092.13 cubic square meter. Part D, aggregate sub-base course, 575 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 2,115 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part G, pipe culverts 910 diameter, class 4 RCPC, 16 linear meter, and zone masonry of 112 cubic meter. Yun lang po ang items involved natin sa Ricarte.
Any question? Okay, let's continue.
For our next project, 23BK0145, also a SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farmer Market Road, San Dionisio 1, Maddela, Quirino, with a length of 398 meters. Photos taken at the site, beginning of the project and end of the project. For items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 2.7 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each. Occupational safety and health programs, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. For traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. Part C, surplus common excavation, 500 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 118 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 2,876.49 square meter. Part D, aggregate sub-base course, 402 cubic meter. And Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 1,967.5 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Sa Part G, pipe culverts, 910 diameter, class 4 RCPC, 2 linear meter, and zone masonry of 406 cubic meter. Yun lang pong items involved natin sa San Dionisio.
Any question? Okay, let's proceed.
For our next project of 23BK0146, also SIPAG, concreting improvement of Farm to Market Road, Villamor, Cabarroguis, Quirino, with a length of 170 cubic meter. Beginning of the project and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 3.77 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each. Occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. Traffic management use retro-reflective for the signages. Part C, embankment from roadway, structural excavation, common soil, 23 cubic meter. An embankment from barrow, common soil, 260 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 707.7 square meter. Part D, aggregate subbase quartz, 174 cubic meter. And Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meter thick at 14 days, 842.5 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. And Part G, stone masonry of 698 cubic meter. Yun lang po ang items involved sa Villamore.
Okay. Any question? Okay, let's proceed.
For our project 24BK0027, Network Development Program, Road Widening, Tertiary Roads, Tumabato Baligi Road from K0373 plus 836 to K374933, Maddela, Quirino. With a net length of 2.102 lane kilometers. Photos taken at the site, the beginning of the widening project, and for end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photograph, 8.47 months. Part B, project billboard signboard for each. For occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials includes our safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. For traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For traffic management, signages, use retro-reflective for the signages. For Part C, individual removal of trees, 150 to 300 mm diameter, small, 46 each, and 301 to 500 diameter, small, 4 each. Removal of structure and obstruction, lump sum, and removal of actual structure obstruction yung 0.15 meters thick, PCCP and reinforced, 871.61 square meter. Surplus common excavation, 1,393 cubic meter. For structure excavation, common soil, 4,897.03 cubic meter. Foundation fill, 241.41 cubic meter. Pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, 32.89 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 6,924.03 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 7,839.66 square meter. And Part D, aggregate subbase course, 1,870 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick at 14 days, 67.5 square meters. Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.28 meters thick at 14 days, 9,164.86 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part F, reinforcing steel grade 40, 206,024.86 kilogram, and structural concrete of 20.68 MPa, Class A at 28 days, 2,232.23 cubic meter. Ito po ay para po sa concrete retaining walls. Part G, pipe culverts 910 diameter, class 4 RCPC, 23 linear meter, catch basin of 910, 2 each, gabion 0.5 by 1 by 4, metallic coated 12 cubic meter, and gabions of 1 by 1 by 2 meters, metallic coated 46 cubic meter. For part H, curb and gutter precast 653 pieces, metal guardrail, metal beam including post, double beam 1049.29 linear meter, metal beam and piece fishtail 64 each, and seedling sampling for other program initiatives 5,000 each. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white 494 square meters. Yun lang po ang mga items involved natin sa road widening ng Baligi.
Any question?
Our next project, 24BK0028, Convergence and Special Support Program, DTI Road, Palasian Victoria Road, with a net length of 462 meters. Photos taken at the site, the beginning of the project, and end of the project. For the items and quantities involved, for Part A, provision of progress photographs, 4.70 months. Part B, project billboard signboard, 4 each. Occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials, safety helmet, safety shoes, safety vest, working gloves, face mask, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For Part C, removal of actual structure obstruction, 0.20 meters thick, PCCP, and reinforced, 1,195 square meter. Surplus common excavation, 1,734 cubic meter. Structure common excavation, common soil 715.62 cubic meter, foundation fill 44.01 cubic meter, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil 295 cubic meter, and subgrade preparation, common material 3,806.98 square meter. Part D, aggregate surface course, 1,214 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.15 meter thick at 14 days, 1,386 square meter. Para po ito sa shoulder, paving of shoulder. Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.28 meters thick at 14 days, 3,256.9 square meter. Para po ito sa carriageway. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part F, reinforcing steel grade 40, 23,080.02 kilograms. Structural concrete 20.68 MPa, Class A at 28 days, 309.86 cubic meter. Para po ito sa concrete retaining wall. Part H, curb and gutter precast, 120 pieces. Metal guardrail, metal beam including post, double beam, 274.32 linear meter, and metal beam and piece fishtail 16 each. Warning signs of 600 mm, W1, 3A, horizontal alignment, curb left or right, 5 each. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 105 square meter. And reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, 64 square meters. Yun lang po ang items involved natin sa Palasian Victoria Road.
Okay. Any question? Let's
For
proceed.
our last project of 24BK0029, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, construction of San Benigno Road, San Benigno, Quirino, with a length of 172 meters. Beginning of the project and end of the project. For items involved, for Part A, Provision of progress photographs, 3.03 months. Part B, project billboard, signboard for each occupational safety and health program, lump sum. Materials are safety helmets, safety shoes, safety vests, working gloves, face masks, rubber boots, eye goggles, and raincoats. Traffic management, lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, lump sum. For traffic management, use retro-reflective for the signages. Part C, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, 464 cubic meter. Embankment from barrow, common soil, 206 cubic meter. Subgrade preparation, common material, 683.91 square meter. Part D, aggregate sub-base course, 305 cubic meter. Part E, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meter thick at 14 days, 860 square meter. Type of cement to be used is Portland cement type 1P. Part F, reinforcing steel, grade 40, 3,533.06 cubic meter. Structural concrete, 20.68 MPa, Class A at 28 days, 34.04 cubic meter. Plain concrete of Class B, 16.5 MPa, 1.8 cubic meter. Para po ito sa box culvert. Part G, stone masonry of 403 cubic meter. Yun lang po ang items involved natin sa San Benigno.
Any question? So there is none. Any announcement?
For the information of everyone, our next procurement activity will be on December 12, 2023, 10 a.m., opening of 3 RFQs. And on December 13, 9 a.m., pre-bid conference for 8 civil works projects. And again, on December 15, pre-bid conference for another 3 civil works. That's all, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. This quorum is now adjourned.